Howdy friends, it's Tiff, and I just finished a shift at the local food bank. I helped pass out, I helped create carts to distribute to families. I played with a bunch of tomatoes, onions, bread, potatoes, sweet potatoes. Then after I knocked down that entire pallet, I got a pallet of baked goods. So cupcakes, pies, cake, bread, croissant, baguettes, focaccia, anything you could think of. So I'm really happy that I've been helping in this way. But I kind of have a parallel in my personal life that I feel some kind of way about. So I wanted to talk about that. So I had a consultation on Tuesday because early next year I will be getting weight loss surgery. I have really done everything I can to, I guess, not really avoid, but circumvent it. But I'm just not able to do it on my own. And I was talking to the weight loss surgeon that I will be working with. And by the way, if you're in Arizona and need a doctor, a bariatric surgeon, Ryan Pinnell, he's amazing. And excuse the background noise, it's my dog being a dog. So anyway, I've dealt with food addiction on and off in my life. At this point in my life, I will say I am not actively addicted to food because due to my type 2 diabetes and being on weight loss medicine, I can't be addicted to food. Literally cannot eat the way I used to. So I've been on Mounjaro since January and I have not lost jack shit. Money. I've lost money, but I've lost nothing as far as pounds go. And I've spent a lot of time being really upset about it and well, what do I need to do what if I change to another peptide or another GLP-1? What if I do this? What if I stand on my head? What if I lift weights 5 days a week? What if I swim? What if I run? And the weight loss surgeon told me point blank, hey, 15% of people do not receive any weight loss from these meds. And if you're diabetic, it's less likely that it'll work for you. So while my stats, like my A1C and everything else, like for real, I have the kidney function of a 19-year-old at 40. Like I'm cruising on my labs, but I can't lose weight. I just can't fucking do it on my own. So I went to this consultation and part of the program is I have to see a nutritionist and I have to log what I eat. So just a few things since the issue with the benefits and then me starting to volunteer at food banks. It's really kind of made me call myself out, and I feel like this immense guilt. For one, having such a problem with food that I have to surgically have intervention. And then I have such an abundance of food available to me, and I can go to the grocery store and I can get whatever I want. And so many things that I end up throwing away because we just don't eat them before they go bad. But then you go to a food bank and you see families in line getting food. And something that really just shook me up was the amount of baked goods that I handed out today and that were donated to the food bank. And this is even after it had been marked down so people could buy it. I'm telling you, I had at least 200 pounds of baked goods in front of me, and I just started to think, like, wow, how wasteful are we? How ungrateful we can be. There's people literally struggling, and I feel like we take for granted what we have available. So, my relationship with food at this point, I'm just like, I'm going to do the best I can to remain in constant gratitude for the access and to do my best not to overbuy or not eat what I have. Part of the issue we run into in my home is we'll go grocery shopping, but then we go out to eat 3-4 nights a week. So it's just too much, and it's taking advantage of resources that other people may not have access to. And I know that as one person, I'm not going to change that, but it really just puts it all in perspective. Like, when you have families that can't feed themselves, feed their pets, or diaper their babies, and we're throwing shit away, like, it really just kind of shook me up and made me think about it. So, I call anyone that watches me or follows me to kind of do the same. I'm not saying you have to go with that, or you need to stop doing anything, or you need to do anything at all. But just be mindful, for your own benefit, if nothing else. Take a look at the inventory of what you're purchasing and what you actually eat and what you're actually throwing away. So that's it for me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, friends, and stay safe.